What would your reaction be if your partner told you I'll marry you if you lose weight? Who are you, and what are you doing in my house? What are you doing in my swamp, Shrek? Watch a doin in my waters, old Greg. Ever drunk Baileys from a shoe? I call this one Baileys. This is as close as you can get to Baileys without getting your eyes wet. I wouldn't blame her. I've gotten fat af. Same. But it is partially her fault because she's a fantastic cook. Every long-term boyfriend I've had has gained at least 10 pounds while we've been together because I love cooking so much. Username checks out. Same goes for you. Let's hit the gym now, since we are both fat fucks. Let's hit some fat fucks in the gym, since we are the same. Let's hit the same fucks in the fat gym since we are some. Let's hit the fat gym, since we are some of the same fucks. Let's same some the gym fats, since we are the fucks. My girl told me to lose some weight, but in my case I believe she had the right of it. Getting older, she told me she doesn't want to build a life to have me die because of something I have complete control over. I think there are legitimate reasons for someone to have that as a condition, to spend their lives together. But if their reasons are no fat is then run away, they don't care about you, right? This question very much depends on how it's asked. Is it out of concern and love? Or is it out of vanity? I'd probably eat them immediately. Why does Ross, the largest friend, not simply eat the other 5? Perhaps they are saving it for sweeps. This concept of wealth confuses and infuriates us. You can't just announce how you feel. That makes me angry. Wanna hit the gym? Cool beans, I'm plodding away on my journey. 289 pounds today. Down from 460 at my worst. Somehow I seem to be getting away with it without any loose skin so far, which is a welcome bonus. I'm under extremely few illusions about the fact I still look like a fat sack of crap in my own relative attractiveness as a prospect though /view 200D. I mean, the mental image of a blubber mountain jiggling and wheezing away over someone gives me the ick. While I'm doing it entirely for my own sake, and I think it's important to do so, someone willing to look beyond my current condition to who I'm as a person and decide they'd potentially like to spend the rest of their life with me isn't without value. As such, far from seeing it as an offensive ultimatum, it seems more like accepting the reality that I'm still just not there yet. But drop another 50, 75 pounds and more importantly add some tone and I should start scrubbing up quite nicely. Holy fucking shit. Nice work. I'm 6 feet 2 and less than 60 kilograms. Are you a necrophiliac? Do yourself a favor and shed that excess bone marrow. Depends on whether I'm at an unhealthy weight. I think the reason they want this really matters. I had a morbidly obese mom who most likely died from being obese. It was very hard on her and me. I grew up with her crying about being overweight and the pain she was in. It got to the point where she first had to use a walker and then wheelchair. She had a lap band surgery but managed to stay obese. I'm currently obese myself and have health problems related to it. I'm working on losing weight and have lost 50 pounds so far. I plan to lose more before considering dating again. Considering how hard it was for me with losing my mom and all her suffering, I really don't want to date someone who isn't at a healthy weight or at least working on losing weight. I wouldn't fault someone feeling the same about me. 50 pounds is awesome. Keep up the hard work. Thanks. Hoping to get close to a healthy weight by the end of next year. My highest was 346 lbs. Was down to 296 before the Thanksgiving holiday. Getting back on my diet until the next holiday. Not the easiest time of year to diet. Who said I want to marry you? Same here. I'm fine with you should really lose weight, but if it's some kind of ultimatum, I'm out. If we were already married I'd start looking for a good divorce lawyer. I'm foreign. If I ever gained weight my entire family would just be very blunt about it. In a non-mean way. Just, it is what it is. And if I don't like it, well then stop whining and eat less. Anyway, if I thought I was an appropriate weight and my so demanded an even better physique, maybe, but I'm getting something out of this deal. Probably sex stuff. And snacks. If you demand a king, I'm going to demand a queen. I was born in the US to foreign parents. My mother would just matter-of-factly tell me if I was putting on too much weight. I owe my good eating habits and healthy heart to her honesty. More parents and family should be like that. Depends on the context. Is it I don't find you attractive so lose weight for me to be interested? If so, leave. Is it I'm worried about your health and envision this relationship will end with you dying young if you don't get your health under control? Probably try to get it under control. You don't have to just leave when someone gets heavier. You talk to them and try to fix it. My so developed a pretty rare disease over the pandemic and gained weight. We are together for a very long time. So we talked about what we can do to work on it. I really dislike the common Reddit attitude of never try to change someone. Just leave. A long-term relationship is a partnership. You have every right to voice when something isn't working for you, and you should voice it before leaving. Is seriously on the table. If your partner is becoming less attractive, you should be trying to head it off with open communication and shared efforts, not leaving. How much weight are we talking about? I've been in relationships with fat women. Only once was it actually a problem, such that we couldn't have vaginal sex. The geometry, as it were, precluded that. And yeah, we had other kinds of sex, but it just wasn't the same. Enough, etc. You can actually become too overweight for certain relationship activities that are necessary for non-asexual people. Mind you, I didn't make losing it an ultimatum for me to stay. I just said that the relationship wasn't going to work. I have 2 morbidly obese friends who are married. The guy cannot get an erection. The woman almost died of uncontrolled diabetes and has had toes amputated. She is also in denial that it is uncontrolled diabetes when it is obvious at first sight. I mean, I guess they still love each other, but I don't expect them to make it to 60. Obesity can do some real bad to your sex life and your life in general. I guess it depends on if I felt I really needed to lose the weight, and if they were nice about it. My ex-husband wanted me to lose weight when I was only 130 pounds at 5 feet 5. He wanted me to go back to my 19-year-old anorexic weight of 95 to 100 pounds, which wasn't healthy at all. And he was perfectly willing for me to become anorexic again to do so. The real kicker was that he was 330 pounds and wasn't willing to diet at all. So instead of losing the 30 pounds he wanted me to lose, I got rid of him. Best 330 pounds I ever lost. Pass me the pizza. Are you going to finish that? You win. In my most recent relationship, we had an issue where we were just different people. I like hiking, skating, and swimming. She didn't. Not because those activities weren't fun to her, but because she was physically unable to do those things due to an excess of weight. She wasn't immobile by any means, and in fact I thought she looked pretty great physically. But the fact remained that if she had lost some weight and been more physically active, we would have been able to do so much more together. Weight isn't just about looks. She was more than just okay in my eyes. She was beautiful, but her weight was an issue nonetheless. And I don't think I could start a relationship with someone at a similar weight to her again. It feels bad, but at the end of the day there were certain things we just couldn't do. And no amount of positivity could change the fact that she couldn't go bouldering with me, or go on a long walk through a forest. That's what a lot of people don't understand about weight. It's about lifestyle too. I could never be with someone who is obese, because I'm an active person, and want to have a partner who does physical activities with me. I'm not talking about overweight, and little extra doesn't usually hinder mobility and stamina. But I want to hike up a mountain, go skiing, etc., and someone who is obese would not be able to do many of the things I love to do. That is the deal breaker. I deduce she wants me dead, cause I already weigh like 55 lol. That's 121 pounds. For you American folk. It depends on context. Am I 600 pounds and on death's doorstep? They love me and don't want to see me eat myself to death. If they said it to me as I exist weight wise now, get out and get fucked. My GF got fat. 5 feet 2, 200 pounds or so. I'm in great shape. 6 feet 3 pounds 170. Always had abs, due to low body fat / moderate exercise / healthy eating. She got a dog to take walks with, but now I walk the dog 3x a day. I make healthy breakfasts/dinners. She gets fast food lunch every day. Can't seem to get her to go to the gym with me. She won't go on walks. I'm careful to never say anything weight related because she'll get depressed. She does want to lose it. IDK what to do. Love her. But being way overweight at 26 is just a lifelong uphill battle I don't want to deal with. She's gained 70 plus lbs since college, mostly while we weren't together LDR. This is a tough situation. If she's unwilling to change, you have to ask if you want to be with someone unwilling or unable to improve themselves. You can assume her mindset won't change if that is indeed the case. If she really wants to lose it, she needs to take action immediately. Goals without action are useless fantasies. I would be okay with it. It's like saying I'll marry you if you stop smoking/drinking because you want your partner to be around to see your children grow up. Seems perfectly reasonable to me. I like your point of view. It's been thousands of comments, so I'm glad I seen this. Okay, Reddit is the bottom of the society and mostly children. You can always find emotional and weak comments easily or hear comments from fat people. Now multiply that by the fat population, which is above 70%, which means chances to get a healthy and unbiased reply here is down to almost zero. So yeah, marriage is a contract. You bring something to the table and receive something. If your partner wants you to be thin and sexy, do it. Apart from health, it affects your sex drives. Probably cheating later on. Dissatisfaction. We're already married. But truth be told, I'd not be mad had she wanted me to lose weight before the wedding. If they word it in a way that they simply only want to be with me if my appearance changes, I'll tell them to F off. But if they are worried about my health and my weight as a part of that, then I'll be a little more understanding. What if it's both? Being fat is really limiting sexually too. I didn't realize till I was in a relationship with someone overweight for the first time, and I couldn't believe how people don't talk about that. Sex takes physical effort. I'm pretty athletic, but being on top is a workout. If you want to keep momentum longer than 2 minutes, takes work, and I cannot fathom how unenjoyable it would be with 30 plus extra pounds on me. Right. And I say this as an in-shape person having sex with someone whose stomach literally physically gets in the way of some basic sex positions. No one talks about this, it seems. It's kind of a major issue. Emo.